Na, hello, hello, sziasztok! Folytassuk tovább ezt a gémet. Na, hello, hello, sziasztok! Folytassuk tovább ezt a gémet. Szia, Ducsi! Hello, hello! Sziasztok, sziasztok! Csak beköszöntöm, lehet meg. Rendben, jól van, jól van. Tanuljál, jó tanulást! Szia, Andrea! Folytatni kellene, mert egész jó, nagyon tetszik amúgy. Cső, aha, ez live. Na, mindjárt elkezdjük. Lefrissítettem tegnap az OBS-t, fölraktam a legújabbat, remélem most már nem lesz vele probléma, mert a 29-essel probléma volt, de jött rá egy update, most ugye 02, 29.02, remélem, hogy most már nem fog szétakadni, meg laggolni a játék, és meglátjuk. Na jó van. Nézzük, miből élünk. Igaz, Esztikém? Na. És miért nem megy a Joy? Ez az. Na, azt mondja, hogy... Folytassuk. Ja igen, itt valami könyvet kell megtalálni. Úgy, hogy ne vegyenek észre a szellemek, meg ilyenek. Tennap már elrontottam egy csomószor, már fáradt voltam hozzá. Aztán meglátjuk. Biztos most is el fogom rontani jó párszor. Mi van a Joyommal?
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say.
Okay.
Ghost, don't let her see you.
Jó, ez pont erre jön, bazd meg. Gyere, gyere!
Should be in the clear now. No need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic. Secrets of the darkest arts. I'm impressed.
Gondolom nem ezt kell. Nyilván. Az igen. Azt most itt össze kéne nekünk rakni, ugye? Akkor viszont kell nekünk egy olyan. Hogy... Mert ez mi volt? Most egyetőre lecseréljük. Ezt. Basszus, ugyanazt akkor mondom. Egy.
Who have we here?
Na bazd meg.
Sebastian Solo and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty, you'll get caughty.
Peeves,
Van már,
don't.
maradjál már
I'm
nyugodtan.
going to tell, I'm going to tell, I'm going to tell.
Na mondd már ne!
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where has that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor. Repairer!
Jó, oké, ezt is megcsináltam, mégse kértem pénzt.
Of course, traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this room.
Ja, az lesz majd.
That's it.
Aha, egy dimenziós kapu.
Revelio.
Mindjárt megnézzük, drága. Volt benne is sajnos. Hopsára. Ezt köztem áldom benne. No. Szarba.
Revelio.
Még valami? Nincs jó.
Where might this lead?
Ja, csak így. Jó van. Jó bizony, fasza. Nekem is bejön. Oké, és akkor most itt... Ezt nézd! Ezt föl kéne szedni. Arany. Visszük az aciba. És akkor most itt mi a tököm van?
Revelio.
Várjál csak.
I knew I put that rune over there.
Aha! Gyorsan szaladjunk el, hogy mondanom az akkor. Oké. Jó napot, jó napot. Hol vagyunk?
Not surprising.
Mi a fasz?
Guards at the ready.
Ó, ilyet is tudok, nem is tudtam azt. No.
Revelio.
Júj! Mi a tökömbök? Takar Szarodjál már, faszom volt. Normális vagy? Vagy eltűnök, ha? Ember! Geci. Na jó, várjatok, csak ide újratom vissza kell tenni a dolgokat. Egy. Ez mi? Jaj, ez a Lumos. Oké. Jó. Egy darab bájtalom sincs, bazd meg. Jó napot!
Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
Tor vagyok, geci! Láttad? Várja, mindjárt jönne ez a izé. Hogy így is lehet. Na jó van. De hogy van az a...
Rebellion.
Jó, mindjárt csak ezt a burkot keresem, vagy mi a tököm az... Hogy volt ez? Elvileg van valami.
Levioso! Incendio! Levioso! Incendio! Accio!
Jó lesz ez. Jó van, hát. Combo.
Revelio.
Mi van ott kincsem? Mindjárt melyet, csak megnézzük itt erre, mi van, ott nincsen semmi jó. Akkor becsalunk ide. Ajjaj. Elég már, hát.
Levioso! Accio!
Értem én. Hát mondjuk az biztos, hogy nem ez a dimenzió. Itt is van ilyen izé. Oké, most többi. Jött.
Levioso!
Jaj, geci! Nem én voltam. De most várjál már most. Jó.
Accio!
Várjál, ez itt mi?
Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Leviosa!
Ugorjál! Tomb Raider, bazd meg! Igen.
Revelio.
Amerikére áll. Jaj, jó, nincs benne. Azt hittem már van.
This must be the way forward, but to where?
Okay. Aha, okay.
Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
Nagyon rontad be. Pulcsi, egyenruha. Ajjaj, itt már úgy látom, itt már.
Revelio.
Itt meg lesz a lecsó. Ajjajjaj, na itt már problémák lesz.
Leviosa. Incendio. Leviosa. Incendio. Accio. Leviosa.
Ahogy hát hányan vannak, ezek nem meg jó.
Leviosa. Accio. Leviosa. Leviosa.
Van még?
Accio. Leviosa. Az igen, ez micsoda? Oké.
It is a book after all.
Bizony, ott a könyvecske. Ja, fasza volt. Micsoda, drágám? Na. Súlyos. Egy kivirág, minden. Na, az meg koronás, bazd meg.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald? Professor Rackham?
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood? Professor McCaw?
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganock, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganock.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few.
Az.
As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Ez jobbhat a fejedelnek a jánynak. Igen, jányom.
Sebastian!
Sneaking in the restricted
No.
section again!
Labukó.
I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster. But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me.
Na, beköp vagy nem köp be?
You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
De csúfolódik. Madár. Hát eltűnt. Na, zúzzunk ki innen. Itt mi van? Oké.
Revelio.
Jaj, de jó ez a zene. Harry Potter, jaj, Harry Potter. Köcsög Potter. Menjünk fügéhez. Mit akar a fügé?
Afraid of a staircase?
Ja, megint van az idióta.
Revelio.
Várjál, nem csinálok ennyit. Tiszteltem. Az az ajtó? Hölgy, de büdös. Hagyjak az ahol. Jó. Kezdés volt. Jó van, akkor főgyalunk. Na szaszi öreg!
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Jó, innen.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
Gyere beszéljünk, öreg.
That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look.
Na mi tudod hozzá? Nem mindegy. Megvan a könyv, az a lényeg, nem? Ne. Mici mackó. Hoppannan hiányzik két lap.
Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Jó. Cső.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Ma mindenki velem akar találkozni, de híres ember vagyok. Gyere csak ide. Aha, így eszünk
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Jó. Az is nem érdekel. Ja, nézzük, mit akarnak között.
Might some kind soul help me?
Jó van, majd segítek.
I'd wager the Hufflepuff common room's the coziest.
Te mit csinálod?
Simply the fact that it's so close to the kitchens makes it seem more likely.
Revelio.
Make way.
Throwing punches onion again.
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Na, most ezt sikítani fog? Bazd már szépen!
Place your mandrake in the new core and cut down the soil!
Das ist gut. Jesus.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease.
Hogy ül magának ma az a
Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why?
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say, nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
Perc. Baszki. Ültest. Ültest. Diktálna óvítőjével. Hát, jó. Igen. Ültettem. És most így itt meg kell várnom, az 9 percet. Az komoly. Még nem.
done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
What should I be doing right now?
I'd like you to get some hands-on experience with the Chinese chomping cabbages. They're in the greenhouse, just across the footbridge. Mr. Pruitt will assist you with them.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped. Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on, grab a few. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Mi van? Jó.
Look at that! That's amazing they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Ja, ja. Menj, drágám.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, we'll end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Thank you, Professor, but looking after plants isn't all that thrilling to me.
I think you'll come to see that the fruit is well worth the labour. As we herbologists like to say, tend to your plants and they'll tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
I do wonder about
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendships. Kindness and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the Great Hall.
Revelio.
És menj oda, drágám, köverd a sárdát. Jó? De mindjárt jövök. Addig menj oda, de szépen.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Not sure we should study for the astronomy exam in the library. Might be better off outdoors where we can see the stars.
In there, I just know
I'm
it.
not going to lose any more sleep over
Oh, I hated learning banishment. Never had such abysmal mark.
I managed to conjure a hedgehog once, but it was so late.
Be Auras or someone from the Ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
He knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wiggenweld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes. We met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Revelio.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
Keep your potion station.
Revelio.
Potion should not be that color, Miss McDowell.
Here's the flopper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah! Get it! Oh! Ragnar! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise, fewer explosions.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration.
What are you up to now?
I've seen the boy looking very
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
Revelio.
I'm far too afraid of heights to fly.
Revelio.
Nothing to be ashamed of. Are you racing about the towers? One boy fell off a broom in my flying class. The Gower was there to catch him. She's very good at arresting momentum. Tried
Revelio.
accessing my head. I think I was tricked.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
I haven't been feeling myself at all.
Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
I should investigate. Wonder who lives here.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Revelio.
They must have come this way. Think!
Revelio.
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupid back!
I hope you had a good day.
Incendiary.
This is our last way to get yourself killed. No!
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. Perhaps you're hang on, we can hold them off.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
Going up! You'll take this!
Tell Rookwood to find it himself.
Accio! And I haven't even had the tea yet! Learn that in first year, did ya?
Release me!
Did I hurt you? Clumsy little expulsion! I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. We can hold them off!
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll take this!
Tell Rookwood to find it himself.
They're like next door! I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. Oh, I'm gonna take production. We can hold them up.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll take this student off of my money.
Incendiary.
For your dear.
Cowards! Going up! Child!
Let me tell Rookwood to find me himself. Incendiary.
Not that!
earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin, gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor, hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vine.
Revelio.
As well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Revelio.
These pillars are pyres, and pyres are meant to be lit. conjuring fire might work. These are pyres, after all.
Incendio. Incendio. The flames make the pyre sink.
Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
Incendio.
Clearly, all three of these pyres are meant to be lit.
Incendio. Merlin himself would be proud.
Yes, how beautiful! What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Egy 5 perc. Jaj, na fiúk, lányok, egy ilyen... Muszáj most elmenjek, és egy ilyen fél óra múlva folytatjuk majd. Szépen elmentjük. Ügyni. Jó, egy fél óra. Muszáj közben valami gyorsba. Jó, köszönöm, hogy itt voltatok. Aztán egy óra, fél óra is itt vagyok. Sziasztok!